Yo guys, what is up? So, I'm about to go over this Red Table Talk with Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith. I'm late to the party on this one, but I feel like it's important that I break this down because this is one of the saddest things I've probably ever seen. This man has been reduced to rubble, and I don't think he realized it. I'm sure he doesn't realize it actually. There's a lot of stuff going on in this talk that they had, right? So I'm gonna go over it and I'm gonna tell you what I'm seeing. I'll tell you from right now, it's super pathetic. I'm gonna approach this from the perspective that you've already seen it. So yeah, let's go over this.
This red table for me, just all the stuff that's going on in the press.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like it was important to come to the table to really clear the air. Somebody made a statement for me that wasn't a statement I made, that went cray-cray.
And one of the reasons why I wanted to come to the table is the media, the headlines. We specifically never said anything.
Yeah.
We were purposely not saying anything. Any headline that says Jada said or Will said or the Smith said is not true. We specifically never said anything.
Right.
So coming to the table was like, we just felt like it got to the point where you gotta say something.
All right, let me start by saying this. How lame. This is super lame. The wife has a red table. The guy comes to the red table. They discuss at the red table. Come on, the red table talk doesn't get any lamer than that.
Yeah, and to stop that cycle.
Yeah.
You know, there's people's feelings involved.
Right.
You know, and at the end of...
Okay, so look at that. Look at her face right here when she said there's people's feelings involved, right? Look at how ice cold this serpent is. She's ice cold. The only person's feelings that are involved are this man's right here, or that should be involved. But she says, you know, there's people's feelings involved, and she smiles, and her eyes are ice cold. She's ice cold. She's a serpent.
Cycle.
Yeah.
You know, there's people's feelings involved.
Right.
You know, and at the end of the day, I don't like how all of this came to be. That doesn't matter.
She doesn't like how all of this came to be, and it doesn't matter. Okay.
It's all love. Honestly. And I would usually not, you know, that would be something I wouldn't comment on at all.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like it's a situation that I consider private.
You just feel like it ain't really nobody's business.
Yeah.
But now Black Twitter has claimed it as their business.
But, you know, I feel like it's healing that needs to happen. And I know there's a...
Okay, I don't believe this chick for 1 second. It's something that I would keep private. Nah, she loves this. She's reveling in it. She enjoys this. She enjoys the attention. She enjoys the drama. It's those vibes are just oozing off of her. You could just see it.
A lot of stuff going on in the world right now.
Yeah.
Even though this is minuscule, I do feel like it's these kinds of things that create the world that we're in. And the idea of not communicating, not talking about it, not clearing the air, and just being as transparent. Just being transparent.
And I'm here with you.
I thank you for that, because you've been on a hell of a journey with me. So that's what we're going to start with. This is a very personal journey.
Yeah.
That became very public.
Yes, absolutely.
For whatever reason.
So what happened, Jada?
Okay, so let's start with, I guess about 4.5 years ago.
Yeah.
I think it was about 4 years ago. Started a friendship with August. And we actually became really, really good friends.
All right, so if you don't know, August is their son's. They got a son and a daughter. It's their son's friend. Okay. Yeah.
And it all started with him just needing some help. You know, me wanting to help his health, his mental state.
Because for me, that was the thing when when Og first came around, he was really sick.
Okay, so this guy has slept with this man's wife, and he's still calling him by the nickname Og. Og came around. How pathetic are you? How pathetic are you, my man? Og came around. And she has been eyeing this cougar right here, this serpent-like cougar, okay, was eyeing this, her son's friend, the moment he walked in the door, okay? She was not trying to help his mental nothing, his emotional nothing, nah. She was eyeing him the moment she laid eyes on him. It's clear. That's clear. She's so insincere with everything she says.
He was really sick, yeah.
And the outpouring for him from our family was initially about his health.
Yeah. And I mean, we found...
Look at that. Okay, just look at this. He said the outpouring, Will Smith said the outpouring was initially about his health. And the way she responds is insincerity, the definition of insincerity.
Family was initially about his health.
Yeah.
Nah, never. That's never what it was about, serpent.
And I mean, we found all those different resources, to help pull him through. And from there, you and I were going...
She said, "Oh, we found all the different resources." No, I think Og found the resource he was looking for.
Through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And we decided...
I was done with your ass.
Yeah, you kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Yeah.
Marriages have that, though. Marriages have that.
Yeah, we basically, we broke up.
We decided that we were going to...
Okay, so there he tries to retain a little bit of his manhood by saying, I was done with you. I was done with you. And if you noticed, right, when he says that, she just smiles and looks down to the right. She knows. She knows she's got this man by the throat. He ain't never gonna be done with her. He wasn't done with her. Unless he wakes up, he might be done with her, but he wasn't gonna be done with her right there. She knows she's got him by the throat. And she's just smiling about it. She knows it.
Yeah, you kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Yeah.
Marriages have that, though. Marriages have that.
Yeah, we basically, we broke up.
We decided that we were going to separate for a period of time, and you go figure out how to make yourself happy, and I'll figure out how to make myself happy.
Well, at that particular point in time, it was indefinite.
Yeah, I really felt like we could be over. You know?
We were over.
And then what?
Okay, see right there? She's saying we were over. He's saying I think we were over. We could have been over. Obviously, they, from his perspective, and they're married, there was no over. Nothing was over. She ran off and did whatever she did, and he's just letting it slide. He's not even bringing it up. He's just, all right, on to the next subject. So what happened?
What did you do, Jada?
Well, I think from there, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August.
They got entangled, all right.
One thing I want to get clear about and clean up, one of the things that was kind of swirling in the press about you giving permission, which is, the only person that can give permission in that particular circumstance is myself.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. But
okay, what kind of Babylonian crap is this? They're talking about him giving permission, Will Smith giving permission to Og to be with his wife, okay? What do you mean, give permission? Give permission to make adultery with my wife. And then she says, the only person that can give permission is myself. So the only person that can give Og permission to make adultery with Will Smith's wife is Will Smith's wife. What is when I first watched, I couldn't believe what's going on here. Usually I can't believe what's going on here. This is when it comes to Western culture and the stuff that comes out of it, it's unbelievable. It's like a stream of sewage.
What August was probably trying to communicate, because I could actually see how he would perceive it as permission, because we were separated amicably.
Yeah.
And I think he also wanted to make it clear that...
Yeah, you can see right there when she said we were separated amicably. He's like, yeah. Yeah, he don't mean that. That's not what he thinks. He's just going right along with it.
He's not a homewrecker, which he's not.
I think, so I mean, because this is your...
She told him right there. The adulterer who was with the adulteress does not want to be known as a homewrecker. And his wife tells Will Smith, and he's not. And he's not a homewrecker. She's got this man by the throat, okay? By the throat.
The red table, and you like brought yourself to the red table. I think you need to say clearly what happened.
As far as what?
You and I decided we were going to take our space, and what happened.
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes, it was a relationship. Absolutely.
Put this in perspective. She said, I got into an entanglement with Aug. In other words, me, an adulteress, made adultery with the adulterer, and this man right here is laughing. Oh, man. He's laughing. He's laughing. Like what?
I was in a lot of pain, and I was very broken. Now, in the process of that relationship, I definitely realized that you can't find happiness outside of yourself.
Okay, so the adulteress makes adultery, and then she goes on to say, to make it about herself. She's the victim. She was in pain, and she was broken.
And luckily enough, you and I were also going through a process of healing in a much different manner. I would definitely say we did everything that we could to get away from each other, only to realize that that wasn't possible.
So we come into the red table. So I'm in the Jada position right now. So, you know, you during that time launched into an interaction with August. What do you feel like you were looking for?
I just wanted to feel good. It had been so long since I felt good.
Okay, this ungrateful harlot of Babylon sitting in front of her husband saying, I just wanted to feel good. It's been so long since I felt good. In other words, you didn't make me feel good. It's been so long since I felt good because I'm with you. It's a stab at this man. And it's just, it goes to show if this is what he puts up with, and it clearly is what he puts up with, it's no wonder why his manhood has been reduced to rubble. His manhood has been reduced to rubble. No man should ever deal with a serpent like this. Never. Should not happen. This is unbelievable. This is beyond the realm of you know, a problem that can be worked through or an issue. This is absolutely ridiculous.
Right.
And it was really a joy to just help heal somebody.
Yeah.
I think that has...
Preposterous. This is preposterous. She says it's an absolute joy to help heal somebody. The adulteress says it was an absolute joy to help heal somebody in front of her husband, who she transgressed against.
It has a lot to do with my codependency, which is another thing that I had to learn to break in this cycle. Just that idea of needing to fix and being drawn to people that need help, whether it's your health or whether it's your addictions. There's something about that childhood trauma that feels as though it can be fixed through fixing people versus fixing me.
Yeah.
And I think that that whole process with Og really showed me that. And
Okay, so she's talking about this crime she's committed, okay? As if she's done some great deed. She's helped fix somebody. She's helped fix herself. It's unbelievable. Really, it is.
taught me that. And I'm really grateful for that lesson.
I feel like that husband, like I'm with you at the press conference. I'm that husband. Now I got to be with you at the press conference while you like tell the world about your transgressions.
Well,
Like I love my baby. I'm gonna stand by my baby no matter what.
All right. Did you just see the state of being this man entered? I love my baby. I'm gonna stand by my baby no matter what. What is wrong with this guy? What is wrong with him? Let's watch that one more time.
well,
Like I love my baby. I'm gonna stand by my baby no matter what.
well, you know, I definitely understand why it would look that way or feel that way, but I actually don't look at it as a transgression at all.
She doesn't look at it as a transgression. I would like to know, okay? In the West, they call these type of people narcissists, okay? Now they wouldn't even call her that. They wouldn't even call her. Now this is a free woman. This is a feminine woman. This is a feminist. This is a woman's rights type of woman. But this is or some would say, oh, she's narcissistic. But according to the proper categorization, the proper way of labeling her, she's an amoral individual, an amoral harlot of Babylon.
Through that particular journey, I learned so much about myself and was able to really confront a lot of emotional immaturity, emotional insecurity, and I was really able to do some really deep healing.
Some really deep healing.
And as I came through and started to realize certain things about you and I, he decided to break all communication with me,
Right.
which was totally understandable.
Right.
And I let that be and hadn't talked to him since.
Right.
So it is a little weird that all this stuff is coming out now, since this was
Because for me, this
several-
was years ago, right? So the fact that it's coming up now, and I think it could feel weird for people that we're laughing and talking about it, but
It happened so long ago.
And
He said, I think it could feel weird. It is weird, okay? Your internal being should know it's weird, but obviously his nature has been so corrupted. His true nature has been so corrupted. It is absolutely weird. And it is weird that they're laughing about it. And from what she said, it happened, four, I don't know how many years ago. Don't matter how many years ago this happened. Don't matter. That's irrelevant.
And our experiences of working through it, fighting through it, talking through it, therapizing
Right.
through it, I think that the why now is weird.
Yeah. When I say it's been a huge healing on my life and just what I had to confront and discover,
Yeah.
About myself,
Yeah.
the ugly truths and the beauty.
Once again, this is the third or fourth time she's reverted back to taking her crime and making it something about herself and put it in a positive light on how she, in a way that she healed herself through this transgression and criminal act, and it was a good thing. It's all about her. It's all about her. She's brought it back to herself 4 or 5 times in this conversation.
So it was something that I felt like wasn't really ready to be discussed because there hadn't been that healing, because he hasn't wanted to, Og and I haven't talked in so long, you know what I mean? So I don't know, this all seemed very strange, but I'm just I'm grateful for the journey that you and I have had together. Because I feel like there are a lot of couples that go through those periods. And a lot of couples that have to separate and think it's over. And, you know, the one thing I'll say about you and I is that there's never been secrets.
Right. We came together young, and we were both broken in our own ways. And to be able to make mistakes without the fear of losing your family is so critical.
Yeah. It's the idea of any relation.
Okay. So he said to be able to make mistakes without fear of losing your family. Check it out. If you ever have a woman, a wife, who does these types of things, it's adios. Goodbye. You don't ever give your wife a pass to do this kind of stuff to you, because you will be, your manhood will be reduced to rubble. If you allow these type of things to happen to you, your manhood will be reduced to rubble.
Relationship and trying to get to deeper understanding of love is going to be forged in fire.
Yeah.
There's no way around it.
Yeah.
And I think that one of the things that I'm deeply grateful in this whole process between you and I is that we have really gotten to that new place of unconditional love.
Because I wasn't sure I was ever going to speak to you again.
I know.
Yeah, like the fact that I'm speaking to you again is a miracle.
So check that out. Check out what happened right there. He said, I wasn't sure that I'll ever speak to you again. That was a stab at her ego. It made her squirm a little bit, right? And then he went on to say, I wasn't sure I'll ever speak to you again. And she laughs. If you analyze her body language, the laugh, you can clearly tell she knows that's not true. And she knows she has him by the throat. She knows it. Let's watch it again.
Love.
Because I wasn't sure I was ever going to speak to you again.
I know.
Yeah, like
there's the stab at the ego. I wasn't sure that I'll ever speak to you again.
The fact that I'm speaking to you again is a miracle.
I would agree.
No, but it ain't for...
She knows she has him by the throat. Believe that.
For the weak at heart. There's just certain things that you have to go through, and it's like...
And I wish, I wish that wasn't the case. I do. I wish that wasn't the case.
I sure wish it could be all magic and miracles.
Yeah. You got to go through some to get the answers.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just happy because I definitely believe that you and we never, ever, ever thought that we would make it back.
Yeah, there's a real power in the just knowing somebody's riding with you no matter what.
See, he's holding on to the last strand of manliness he has. He's trying to get that, put on that energy, but it's gone. It's gone, my brother.
Yeah.
And you really can't know that
until you go
through some stuff, I don't want to go through this no more.
Yeah, no, I don't either.
Yeah. I'm going to get you back first, and then...
You're going to get me back. I think you got me back. I think we're good on that, okay?
Okay, that's probably true.
Okay. I feel like I'm watching a Babylonian reality TV show. You got this man here who just got his wife doing adultery on him. Okay, and this is what he says. This is what he says to his wife. I'm gonna get you back. I'm gonna do adultery on you. And then they both laugh. What am I watching? What is this? This is a harlot of Babylon, and this is a 1/4 of a man, if he even got the quarter left, and they're laughing about making adultery on each other. What? It's insanity is what it is.
But and I don't think it's about getting anybody back.
No, for me it is.
Okay. I'll give you that petty if that's what you want. But, you know, I will definitely say it's just part of it.
Yeah.
You know, if you expect to be with somebody for a lifetime.
25 years and counting.
It's just part of it. If you expect to be with someone for a lifetime, there has to be adultery involved.
We ride together.
We die together.
Bad marriage for life.
That's terrible.
It's the truth.
It's the truth.
But yeah, it's just part of the journey.
I told you the first year we were married
What'd you tell me?
that I can love you through anything.
And I didn't believe you.
Yeah.
If somebody looked through a crystal ball and said this, and this is gonna happen, I'd be like, no way.
Yeah. You thought I was that I didn't have the girth that it was going to take to ride with you through.
Yeah.
Okay, right there. He said, I can love you through anything. There you go. There's your free pass. There's the free pass for the woman to do anything, whatever she wants. You don't ever do that. You don't ever do that.
I didn't know if you would be willing to find the deep capacity to love me.
Yeah. How am I doing?
You're doing great.
All right.
So right there, it ends with him. It literally ends with him asking her, the adulteress, how he's doing. And he receives words of praise from the adulteress. You're doing great. Utterly ridiculous. Utterly unacceptable. We live in a time where manhood is under attack. If you are a man in a family and you exercise your right as a man, you're a chauvinistic pig. This is what society tells you. Well, guess what? I'm here to tell you something different. That's not true. You have a position to play, a role to play as a man, a God-given role to play. The woman has a God-given role to play, and no man has to sacrifice or alter that rule to make a female feel comfortable. To make a female feel comfortable or to not be seen as a chauvinistic pig. Okay, I don't know where these people are getting their rules from for life. They're pulling them out of the air. This is what you got to do to have a good marriage. Commit adultery. It's not a crime. I don't know where they're getting their rules for life. All right, you can't just pull universal rules out of the air. Okay, out of the ether. It doesn't work like that. Okay, this is ridiculous. Men need to stand strong. Okay, stand up. Get their wits together, and not let women, serpents, harlots of Babylon do this kind of crap and to normalize this kind of crap.